Hello everybody, welcome to today's Spirit Talk. It's your girl Sekhmet Devine, aka the Brown Yogi. And today we're going to be talking about what manifestation candles are and how you can use them in your own spiritual practice. Today we'll be going over what manifestation candles are, what they do / how they work, and also how to use them in your own personal practice. This is of course from my own experience. It is super essential to get lots of people's experience when you're learning about something new, especially when it's a new magical world that you're being opened up to. I've been working with manifestation candles now since I was about 20 and I just turned 23. So it's been about 3 years. But yeah, it's always a great idea to get other people's opinions. I'm going to be speaking from my own personal experience, but also because there is a lot to do with manifestation candles and how to really break them down. This is just going to be an introductory course to manifestation candles. If you guys have any questions though, leave them down below. I'll answer them to the best of my abilities. And maybe if there's enough questions, I'll make a part 2 to this. We can get a little bit more into the nitty-gritty of really breaking down all the different properties that make a manifestation candle work. If you guys are interested in purchasing manifestation candles, I actually have my own manifestation candle business, so you can go ahead and check that out. I'll put the link somewhere to my social media platforms on the page somewhere and also in the description down below. That being said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell so you know when I put out more yoga classes, meditations, or more spirit talks like this where we can really get down and really explore and learn all sorts of new spiritual topics. That being said, let's jump right into it. So what are manifestation candles? Manifestation candles to me are candles that are crafted with intentions to attract or repel certain energies or manifestations. Now, there are several magical properties or magical schools of thought, let's call them, that are at play here. Now, namely, you will find color magic, plant magic, and also candle magic. And those are usually the 3 basic ones. But you can also find crystal magic and what I call spelling magic, which is to say affirmations and written manifestation. Now, crystals, plants, colors, all of those types of magics, they each have their own specific properties. Different plants, different crystals, different herbs, they all have specific attributes or magical properties to them. Let's take, for example, purple and lavender. Purple is often said to be associated with intuition and the third eye. Lavender is often said to have a soothing effect. It is also said to be linked with the third eye chakra, as well as a bunch of other things. It is also important to note that crystals, plants, all of that good stuff, even colors, they all usually have several different meanings. So you can use a color for multiple different purposes when your intentionality is different. Other magical attributes can be love, protection, ancestral connection, success / abundance, prosperity, good luck, romantic love, self-love. A plethora of different things could be attributed to different herbs, crystals, plants, etc. Dressing candles in herbs or even intentional oils has been around for a really long time. It's been around in the African, the Caribbean, and the European magical practicing communities. Although manifestation candles are now seeming to be this new cool hype thing, the act of using candles to manifest things or connect with certain things has been around for a really long time. You can also combine aromatherapy too with the candle. To give a better example, because I'm someone that's a very visual learner, in addition to I need to hear it, but I also need to see it, I'm going to be taking one of my manifestation candles from my line, and this is called Ma'at. Now, Ma'at is for energy and aura cleansing. I hope you guys can see it. I don't know if it'll... Anyway, it's for energy and aura cleansing. Now, I specifically chose every single piece of this candle very, very intentionally. Even the name is super intentional. Now, you'll see that this candle is white. It has eucalyptus and bay leaves. And it's a little bit hard to tell because I have a really bright ring light. Let's see if we can... There we go. So you can actually see it has a jade crystal as well as 2 white quartz crystals and an evil eye protection. Now, as I said, every single piece of this was created or chosen very intentionally. White is said to be the color of cleansing, to bring purity, freshness, and it's also been said to be the color of candle to use when you're trying to connect with your ancestors. White quartz, again, that's also going to be for cleansing, purification. Ma'at is all about bringing balance back into your life. So all of this stuff here is really about cleansing and bringing back to balance, bringing back that divinity, coming back to center. Jade is also said to be used for protection. White quartz is for the crown chakra, for cleansing energy, for just really refreshing. And the evil eye protection bead, well, that's just to protect from mal de ojo or just negative attacks, negative energy attacks. So everything on here was chosen very, very carefully. Eucalyptus and bay are also really powerful manifesting herbs. Bay is really good for abundance and success, and so is eucalyptus as well. This scent is also eucalyptus mint. So again, it's all about really, really carefully choosing what is the desire that you wish to accomplish and how to use specific herbs, crystals, colors, scents, all of those things that have the specific attributes that you are also looking for, and combining all of them to create a super powerful candle. How do manifestation candles work? Well, as we just said, all herbs, plants, crystals, colors, all sorts of those things have specific attributes, and when used in combination with your intentionality, they bring amazing results. The biggest ingredient to making a manifestation candle work is not the expensiveness of your product or the things you use, your materials. Although I always recommend using the highest quality you can afford, it's not always the best thing to just have something super expensive. The biggest factor in whether your manifestations are going to come true or not is you and your intentionality. I always like to really, really hammer home the point that you don't need to have super, super expensive tools when you are manifesting, because it's not necessary. You know, you work with what you are given. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade out of it. I remember when I first started Candle Magic, I had no money, none at all. You know what I was using? I was using Dollar Tree candles. Yeah, Dollar Tree candles. I remember being in college and not having that much money, but really, really having huge dreams and really big desire to connect with spirituality. And I did what I could. And what I could afford at that time was Dollar Tree candles. And let me tell you, I manifested so much good shit with this Dollar Tree candle. And that's all that matters, man. If you can afford better candles and you want to create your own, or you want to support another business that makes them, by all means, go ahead and do that. Because when you are supporting someone else, that's good karma that's being added. That's good things that are being sent your way, especially when the person that's crafting the candle is also a really high vibrational person. But if you can't afford that, then I don't want you to worry, especially baby witches that think that, oh, I need to have a super expensive $40 piece of moldavite in order to change my life. And it's like, honey, no, you already have everything you need. By all means, go ahead and buy things that bring more abundance into your life and make you feel good, but it's not necessary. Just like with any manifestation, the spiritual part is only one aspect. The candle is only one aspect to you manifesting it. The other really key important part is your action, your intention, your desire, your hard work being put behind those dreams that you want to accomplish. Remember, kids, a manifestation without any action is a dream that remains a dream. It will not come into reality. We need to have that extra push. I just say this because I don't want you guys to think that having a manifestation candle is just gonna magically make all of your dreams come true, because spirit can only do so much, God can only do so much, the universe can only do so much if you don't choose to act upon the opportunities that are being given to you. We must do our part to bring that dream into this 3D realm that we live in. But the good news is that if this is all a dream, then anything is possible. The only thing that's going to stop a dream from coming true is fear. And we can't take fear where we want to go. So like we said, these candles work by combining your intentionality and the magical properties of the materials you use, such as the crystal, the color of the wax, the herbs you use, all of those good things. These herbs, these crystals, they are life. And they vibrate at a very high frequency. So when you're adding that into your life, into your manifestation, well, you're boosting the powerfulness, the power behind your manifestation. The intention is spirit. The intention is magic. And your belief is quite essential too. Again, just putting a candle on your desk or your altar, just leaving it there is not going to just magically make things happen. You also have to put in your magic, your touch, your power. The colors, the herbs, the crystals, all of those things, like we said earlier, have those magical attributes. And those magical attributes will attract or repel certain energies, like attracting love, repelling negativity, attracting abundance, repelling toxic people or toxic partners. Combining spirit and intentionality, well, that's a perfect recipe to manifest anything. But again, the most important part is the effort and the intention that goes behind the candle use. The more intentionality, the greater the results, with some detachment from the outcomes, because again, detachment is necessary for manifesting anything. So now let's get into how do we use manifestation candles in our own practice. Well, there's a bunch of different ways that you can go ahead and use candles in your practice, in your spiritual practice, in your spiritual routine. My favorite way to do it is to actually place it on my altar and to let it burn. Whether I am practicing self-care, maybe I'm cleaning, or maybe I'm working on my business too. I'll just let it burn on the altar. You can also burn it on your desk too. Let's say you're a student or you're working, whether it's for yourself or for somebody else, you can have it on your desk. Not only are you, giving yourself a joyful little treat because you're starting to smell that good smell, if you, of course, combine aromatherapy into your candle or use a candle that has a specific scent. You're making the space smell good. You're cleansing the space. You're bringing that good vibes into that beautiful space. Your altar is a beautiful, beautiful example of a sacred space. And it is a wonderful, wonderful place to put your manifestation candle on, especially if you have an ancestral candle, an ancestral altar as well. But it's not necessary. Let's just say you just have a regular altar. That's absolutely fine too. It just so happens that I personally have an ancestral altar. You can use it when you're doing yoga, when you're meditating. There's so many different things you can do while you're reading. You can burn a candle while you're taking a shower. And of course, spiritual baths. Manifestation candles are a wonderful addition to spiritual baths. You can use it if you're smoking, if you're into that. You can use it for sex magic if you're into that too. You can feel free to add it to any self-care routine. Manifestation candles, the beautiful thing about them is that they're so diverse and so unique. Like, you can really create or buy any type of beautiful manifestation candle and use that to help push you, to help bring more abundance, more love, more peace, self-love, romantic love, success in your business, easier time at school if you are a student. So many things. Another really awesome thing you can do is actually called a flame meditation, where you light the candle and you just gaze at the fire. Some people like to ask questions. Some people just like to gaze at the fire and just feel peace. But always remember, a fancy candle or not, your intention and your action is going to be the biggest determining factor in whether or not you will manifest the things you desire. Remember, a $3 pouch of herb from the spiritual shop and a Dollar Tree candle and a written note where you are writing the things you want to manifest in present tense being shoved inside of the candle, which is what I used to do. I used to write on a tiny little piece of paper exactly what I wanted, and I would write it in present tense as if it was already happening, and I would shove it into the candle and just let it burn to nothingness. And when it would be finally done, I would throw it out or whatever, and I would be basically like imbuing the candle with my magic because it was in my handwriting, and I'm using herbs and just sprinkling it on top. Of course, like I said, there's many people that create beautiful manifestation candles that you are absolutely more than welcome to purchase, like me. But of course, I want to give out as much information as possible because I understand that not everybody has extra money to give out and support other people and to buy a beautiful manifestation candle. It's only been 3 years since I began using candle magic because I was living paycheck to paycheck. I made enough money to literally pay rent, buy myself some food, and make sure my dog was okay, and that was it. I had no extra money. I could not support other businesses. I couldn't do that. All I could do was make do with what I had, and I certainly made do with that. So that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and hopefully you start to dabble in manifestation candles on your own. Again, if you would like to check out my manifestation candle line, you can feel free to check out my social media platforms. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook under the Brown Yogi. You can see a lot of more pictures of my manifestation candles, and you can learn more about how I specifically crafted each candle to attract specific things. That being said, peace, love, and light. Namaste.